Hi there, it's Roman from Guard, and today it's a hottest topic, CrowdStrike update on Friday that literally broke the world. What I would like to discuss today, how we could avoid the situation from the infrastructure perspective. Yeah, so I don't want to blame CrowdStrike or Microsoft. I don't want to discuss why we had this issue at all and how CrowdStrike tests their updates. So there are different people who ask this question. However, so let's start from a small context. So basically what we had on Friday, and I believe a lot of companies still facing this issue and they are still fighting against it. But on Friday, CrowdStrike issued an update that broke near 15% of Windows machines in the world. So it's a really very big amount of computers, and they were shut down just with a single update. So CrowdStrike Falcon is an antivirus product that's run on Windows machine. They have version for Linux and macOS as well, but we are talking right now about Windows. As an antivirus, it works in a kernel space as a drivers, and any mistake, any code issue could lead to the situation when Windows kernel go to the blue screen mode. That's actually what we had on Friday. Right now we have a few technical details from CrowdStrike. What happened? So first of all, they issued an update. So what update this is? This is not an update on antivirus software, like some changes to the code or some new version of antivirus. It was an update of a channel file. Yeah, so they issued a channel file, and what CrowdStrike says, it's channel file. It is a configuration file, or it is some logic for antivirus, and they changed logic how antivirus should work with the named pipes on Windows to mitigate some kind of malware. And that's a very tricky situation. So from the infrastructure perspective, we always think about how to keep our infrastructure stable. And infrastructure guys, they like to control updates. So there is a good practice to install updates first on some small amount of machine, probably some development environments or some isolated environments, wait sometimes, and then roll out it to the bigger scope of machines. Yeah, so and then to production and servers and running some critical software. So we follow these practices. So we have update cycles. So when update is issued, so probably wait a few days if it is not a critical. So wait until we sure that company haven't rolled back this update, and then we install it first in development, then on staging, production environment, and that's normal. That's a common practice. So we are not installing everything like in the moment. However, with antivirus software, this is a completely different case, especially with updating virus databases, signatures, like configurations and so on. There is a trade-off between being protected from viruses, from new viruses or new threats, and being safe from like some crazy updates. Yeah, so antivirus manufacturers, vendors, they pushes new updates to the virus database to make you protected again against attackers, yeah, and against viruses. But in the same case, they could broke your infrastructure. That's what we had with Falcon. And actually, I'm asking myself, so what is the best option here? How could we be protected from viruses and in the same moment do not have risks that some antivirus update break our infrastructure completely. I suppose that probably we could isolate our environments with some proxy server and only allow these updates when we could do this. But again, we could do it for instance, for servers. It's not possible to do for remote machines, remote workstation, when every computer has like direct internet connections, when people works remotely. So it means that we need to be more careful with software we install on our servers. We need to understand how the software works and what risks do we have. And that's, in this case, we could create some policies how to mitigate them. However, I would like to understand what actually, guys, you have, what ideas you have, how to manage this situation, how to install antivirus updates. Do we need to allow antivirus to download everything on our computers and protect us against viruses? Do we trust them as much so they allow it to do more than any other software in our infrastructure? Or we should restrict them, we should keep our perimeter secure and install updates only when we want to install it with our management tools. So what do you think? I'd like to hear your opinion. I'd like to ask you to share your opinion, so how you manage this in your infrastructure and what basically you propose for your company. Thanks a lot and see you.